Sometimes you just need to play a game about trilobites that you found at 1 a.m. on itch.io. This is Trilobite. From the page, it looks like it's some kind of aquarium simulation game. Look at this title screen. I used to have a screensaver with text like this in 2010. Well, let's load in. I like the simple art style. It has a rustic charm. First thing I notice is that I wish you started with enough money to buy a trilobite. You earn money over time in this game, but you start out earning 1 cent a second. Because you start with $5 and the trilobite costs $10, you have to play the game for 500 seconds to get started with your trilobite ownership. That's over 8 minutes. Now, I'm a patient man, so this is no problem. The real problem is that the time pauses when I tab out of the window. So 8 minutes later, I have enough money to buy a trilobite, and there he is. Look at him. He's very small. And then he just leaves? That's right, my little trilobite just phased through the aquarium glass and into the void. I guess the aquarium wasn't to his liking, but he waited around for like 5 seconds. So picky. With that, I restarted. I realized you're supposed to buy the algae first, and that massively increases the rate at which you accrue money. I kind of just thought that these algae would be decorations, but this game is actually more of an ecosystem simulator than an aquarium idle game, so that's kind of cool. According to this game, you can easily make more than 50 cents every second just by having algae in your home aquarium. So take that, economists. So now I'm making bank and I can finally afford a trilobite. Turns out trilobites eat algae and that's how they stay happy. So things are going well and soon I'm buying my second trilobite. Look folks, if you're 30 years old and don't have at least 2 trilobites, you're doing something wrong with your life. Once you've got 2 trilobites, well, I'll let your imagination fill in the rest, but basically we've got infinite trilobites. We might have too many of them. They're eating all the algae. Time to thin out their numbers by introducing a predator. This is Anomalocaris. This chap eats trilobites for breakfast, and lunch, and dinner. The game says proceed with caution, but what's it gonna do? Eat all my trilobites? Yeah, that's pretty much what he did. Soon I'm having to buy trilobites just to keep my Anomalocaris alive. I feel like that guy whose cats were being eaten by coyotes, so he just kept buying new cats. I'm not keeping a trilobite aquarium anymore, I'm just making dinner for my new pet. I actually couldn't even keep up with this guy's appetite. He wanted to eat a trilobite like every 5 seconds, so eventually I think he just starved to death. Well, that's the game Trilobite. I'll give it a trilobite with a Y out of 10.